But if as we're walking down the beach, we see in the sand, John loves Mary. And if you ask me, hey man, how'd that get in the air? And I say to you, oh, the waves did it. That's stupid, because it's impossible to prove that any book is the Word of God. So I wouldn't want to waste my time or your time trying.
And prove to me there's no God. I can't. I wouldn't even begin to try.
Everything that has a beginning has a cause. The universe has a beginning, therefore the universe has a cause. Not everything has a cause. Everything that has a beginning has a cause. The universe has a beginning, therefore the universe has a cause. If you hear bang, and I ask you, what caused that? And you say nothing, that's irrational. Everything that has a beginning has a cause. The universe has a beginning, therefore the universe has a cause. Second reason that I believe in God, that God, some type of God exists, is because the evidence of order and design points to a designer. This shirt does not point to a hurricane passing through a cotton field. This shirt points to a tailor who sewed the thing together. A BMW does not point to a hurricane passing through a metal junkyard. It points to a rational mechanic bringing amazing order in a BMW. You do not get the unabridged dictionary from thousands of monkeys banging on typewriters over thousands of years. Instead, you get the unabridged dictionary from an intelligent mind communicating and bringing order. Third piece of evidence for God's existence is DNA. There is more information packed in the DNA of a single cell than there is information packed in 30 volumes of the Encyclopedia Britannica. I am not saying that the Encyclopedia Britannica is paper, glue, and ink. It's the information in the Encyclopedia Britannica that points to an intelligent mind. In the same way, it's not the material of DNA that points to an intelligent creator. Instead, it's the information, the amount of densely packed information in the DNA of a single cell that points to the existence of some type of God. If you and I are walking up and down the beach, and we come across ripples in the sand, and you ask me, hey Cliff, how did these ripples get here? I'll say, obviously the ocean, the waves, coming up on the sand, coming back, made the ripples. And that's rational. But if as we're walking down the beach, we see in the sand, John loves Mary. And if you ask me, hey man, how'd that get in the air? And I say to you, oh, the waves did it. That's stupid. Why? Because densely packed information demands an intelligent mind. Miracle is changing of a natural law. Obviously, if there is no supernatural God, it's impossible for miracles to happen. Because if there is no supernatural God, all of reality is matter and energy. That's all there is. So a miracle is the changing of a natural law. It can only happen if there's a supernatural God. That is why it's stupid for an atheist to believe in miracles. Because if there's no supernatural God, no miracles. You and I stand under an apple tree. 100 times out of 100, when an apple detaches from the branch, gravity pulls it to the ground. It hits the ground. 100 times out of 100. But if while you and I are standing under the apple tree, the apple detaches, and our hand reaches out and we catch the apple, then the apple's not going to hit the ground. Why? Because of an introduction of a hand. So what's a miracle? A miracle is a claim that there is a God, a supernatural God, who intervenes and changes a natural law.